Support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell. If this video added value, please like it to help with the stats. And I read every comment, so let me know your thoughts below. Your feedback helps me figure out what to make next.
Complete Guide to Growing Hybrid Tomatoes in Zimbabwe, Rodade F1, From Seed to Harvest. Introduction. Tomatoes are among the most profitable horticultural crops grown in Zimbabwe. They are consumed fresh, used in cooking, processed into sauces, pastes and juices, and sold in supermarkets, open markets, restaurants and export markets. Among the many hybrid tomato varieties available, Rodade F1 is one of the most widely grown by commercial farmers because of its high yields, firm fruits, long shelf life, adaptability to Zimbabwean conditions and resistance to several common diseases. Other popular hybrids include Star 9006 F1, Commander F1 and SV4129 F1, but Rodade F1 remains a trusted choice for both small-scale and commercial production. A well-managed tomato crop can produce fruit continuously for 2 to 4 months after harvesting begins and can yield between 80 and 150 tons per hectare under good commercial management. Climate requirements. Tomatoes grow best in warm conditions. The ideal daytime temperature is between 20 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius. Night temperatures should remain between 15 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius. Temperatures below 10 degrees Celsius slow plant growth and flowering, while temperatures above 35 degrees Celsius reduce pollination and fruit set. Tomatoes require at least 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. Commercial production requires reliable irrigation because the crop cannot tolerate prolonged drought. Soil requirements. Tomatoes grow best in fertile, well-drained sandy loam or loam soils rich in organic matter. The ideal soil pH is between 5.8 and 6.8. Before planting, conduct a soil analysis to determine nutrient levels and pH. Lime should be applied several weeks before planting if the soil is too acidic. Land preparation. Clear all weeds and crop residues. Deep plow to about 30 centimeters. Break all soil clods until a fine tilth is achieved. Prepare raised beds where drainage is poor. Apply 20 to 30 tons of well-decomposed cattle manure per hectare during land preparation. Organic manure improves soil fertility, water retention, root development and beneficial microbial activity. Raising seedlings. Hybrid tomato seed should always be purchased from reputable seed companies. Approximately 120 to 150 grams of seed are required to plant 1 hectare. Prepare a nursery bed using sterilized soil mixed with compost. Seeds are planted about 1 centimeter deep in rows. Water gently every day without flooding the seedbed. Seeds usually germinate within 5 to 7 days. Keep the nursery free from weeds and pests. Protect young seedlings from excessive heat using shade netting if necessary. Seedlings become ready for transplanting after 4 to 6 weeks when they have 4 to 6 true leaves and strong stems. Before transplanting, harden the seedlings by reducing watering gradually for 7 days. Transplanting. Transplant in the late afternoon or on cloudy days to reduce transplant shock. Water seedlings thoroughly before removing them from the nursery. Plant immediately after lifting. Recommended spacing is 1 meter between rows and 40 to 50 centimeters between plants. This gives approximately 20,000 to 25,000 plants per hectare. Water immediately after transplanting. Replace dead seedlings within 1 week. Fertilizer program. Good nutrition is essential for high yields. Before transplanting, apply a basal fertilizer such as compound C or compound S at 600 to 800 kilograms per hectare. Mix the fertilizer thoroughly into the planting rows. Apply well-decomposed chicken manure or compost if available. 3 weeks after transplanting, begin top dressing with ammonium nitrate or limestone ammonium nitrate. Apply 150 to 250 kilograms per hectare in split applications every 3 weeks. Foliar fertilizers such as Wuxal, multifeed, nitrosol or seaweed extracts may be sprayed every 10 to 14 days to improve flowering, fruit development and plant health. Calcium nitrate is recommended during fruit development to reduce blossom end rot. Irrigation. Tomatoes require consistent watering throughout the growing season. Young plants should be watered every 2 to 3 days depending on weather conditions. During flowering and fruit development, maintain even soil moisture. Avoid overwatering because waterlogged soils encourage root diseases. Drip irrigation is the preferred system because it conserves water and reduces disease by keeping leaves dry. Supporting the plants. Hybrid tomatoes produce heavy fruit and require support. Drive wooden or metal stakes beside each plant. Tie stems loosely using soft twine. Alternatively, use a trellising system with wires and strings. Supporting plants improves air circulation, reduces disease, prevents fruit from touching the ground and makes harvesting easier.
Pruning. Remove side shoots that develop between the main stem and leaf branches. Remove old yellow leaves near the base of the plant. Pruning improves airflow, sunlight penetration and fruit quality while reducing disease pressure. Flowering and fruit development. Flowering normally begins about 4 to 6 weeks after transplanting. Pollination is mainly assisted by wind and insects. The first fruits begin to develop soon after flowering. Good nutrition and regular watering are essential during this stage. Harvesting. The first harvest usually begins 70 to 90 days after transplanting. Harvest fruits when they are firm and show the desired stage of color depending on market requirements. For distant markets, harvest at the breaker stage when fruits begin changing from green to pink. For local markets, harvest fully red fruits. Harvest every 2 to 4 days. A healthy crop continues producing fruit for 8 to 16 weeks. Expected yield. Average commercial yield ranges from 80 to 150 tons per hectare. Small-scale farmers commonly harvest 30 to 60 tons per hectare. Each healthy plant may produce between 4 and 8 kilograms of marketable fruit under good management. Post-harvest handling. Harvest during the cool hours of the morning. Handle fruits gently to prevent bruising. Sort according to size and quality. Pack in clean plastic crates. Store in a cool, shaded area before transport. Avoid stacking crates too high. Major insect pests. Aphids. Aphids are small green, black or brown insects that suck sap from young leaves and shoots. Symptoms include curled leaves, sticky honeydew, black sooty mold and stunted growth. Aphids also spread viral diseases. Control includes regular monitoring, removal of heavily infested leaves, encouraging ladybird beetles and lacewings, and using registered insecticides such as imidacloprid or acetamiprid when necessary. Whiteflies. Whiteflies are tiny white insects found on the underside of leaves. Symptoms include yellowing leaves, sticky honeydew and the transmission of tomato yellow leaf curl virus. Control includes yellow sticky traps, weed control, reflective mulches and registered insecticides such as buprofezin or spiromacifin. Rotate insecticide groups to reduce resistance. Tomato leaf miner, Tuta absoluta. This is one of the most destructive tomato pests in southern Africa. The larvae tunnel inside leaves, stems and fruits. Symptoms include winding mines in leaves, holes in fruits, black frass and severe crop losses. Control includes pheromone traps for monitoring, destroying infested plant material, crop rotation and the careful use of registered insecticides such as chlorantraniliprole, spinosad or emamectin benzoate. Rotate products with different modes of action. Thrips. Thrips are tiny insects that feed by scraping leaf and flower surfaces. Symptoms include silver streaks, distorted leaves, flower drop and virus transmission. Control includes blue sticky traps, weed management and registered insecticides such as spinetoram or abamectin. Red spider mites. These tiny mites thrive during hot, dry weather. Symptoms include tiny yellow speckles, bronzing leaves, fine webbing and premature leaf drop. Control includes maintaining adequate irrigation, conserving predatory mites and using registered miticides where needed. Major diseases. Early blight, caused by the fungus Alternaria solani. Symptoms begin as dark brown spots with concentric rings on older leaves. Leaves gradually yellow and die. Control includes crop rotation, removal of infected debris and preventive fungicide sprays such as mancozeb or chlorothalonil. Late blight, caused by Phytophthora infestans. Symptoms include water-soaked lesions on leaves, stems and fruits, followed by rapid browning and collapse, especially during cool, wet weather. Control includes good field hygiene, avoiding overhead irrigation and preventive fungicides containing metalaxy L or copper compounds where appropriate. Fusarium wilt. This soil-borne fungus blocks the plant's water-conducting tissues. Symptoms include yellowing of lower leaves, wilting during the day and eventual death of the plant. Control includes planting resistant hybrids, rotating with non-host crops, improving drainage and using clean planting material. Bacterial wilt. Plants wilt suddenly while remaining green. When infected stems are cut, a milky bacterial ooze may be visible. Control relies on crop rotation, sanitation, resistant varieties where available and avoiding movement of contaminated soil and water.
Tomato yellow leaf curl virus. This virus is spread mainly by whiteflies. Symptoms include upward curling leaves, yellowing, severe stunting and greatly reduced fruit production. Control focuses on controlling whiteflies, removing infected plants immediately, maintaining weed control and planting virus-tolerant hybrids where available. Blossom end rot. This is a physiological disorder rather than an infectious disease. Symptoms include a black, sunken patch at the blossom end of the fruit. It is usually caused by calcium deficiency associated with irregular watering. Control includes maintaining even soil moisture, applying calcium nitrate where required and avoiding excessive nitrogen fertilizer. Integrated pest and disease management. Inspect the crop at least twice each week. Remove diseased plants promptly. Control weeds inside and around the field. Rotate tomatoes with maize, beans or cereals for at least 2 seasons before planting tomatoes again on the same land. Avoid planting tomatoes after potatoes or other members of the nightshade family. Use certified hybrid seed. Rotate pesticides with different modes of action to delay resistance. Always wear gloves, goggles, long-sleeved clothing and a respirator when mixing or applying agricultural chemicals. Follow all label directions and observe the required pre-harvest intervals before picking fruit. Crop cycle. From sowing seed to first harvest normally takes approximately 100 to 130 days, depending on variety and weather conditions. Once harvesting begins, the crop continues producing for 2 to 4 months. The entire crop cycle, from seed to final field clearance, usually lasts between 5 and 7 months. With irrigation, Zimbabwean farmers can grow 2 full commercial tomato crops per year. In frost-free areas with reliable water, staggered planting allows almost continuous production throughout the year. Summary of inputs. Organic inputs: well-decomposed cattle manure, chicken manure, compost, basal fertilizers, compound C, compound S, top dressing, ammonium nitrate, AN, limestone ammonium nitrate, LAN, calcium nitrate. Folair feeds, multi-feed, Wuxal, nitrosol, seaweed extracts. Common insecticides, use only when monitoring shows they are needed and always according to the product label. Imidacloprid, acetamiprid, spinosad, emamectin benzoate, chlorantraniliprole, spiromycin, buprofezin, abamectin, spinetoram. Common fungicides, mancozeb, chlorothalonil, copper fungicides, metalaxyl-based products. Tomato production combines careful nursery management, balanced nutrition, regular irrigation, staking, pruning, vigilant pest and disease monitoring and timely harvesting. With good management, a commercial hybrid such as Rodade F1 can produce high-quality fruit for several months, providing excellent returns for Zimbabwean farmers.
If you found this video helpful, please take a second to smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comments below, what did you think? Your engagement is huge for the YouTube algorithm and helps me make better content for you.